Hello parents, I'm Mark Wechter. I teach math and science at the high school. I've probably had your student in the past because I teach all the sophomores, and right now I'm teaching the juniors chemistry and some juniors and mostly seniors advanced statistics. So in chemistry, the focus goes all the way back to the basics of atomic structure and goes all the way up through the point of can you figure out how an interaction, a chemical reaction is going to occur, what will be produced, how many molecules will interact, will anything be left over that doesn't react, those types of things. So similar to a college course, the grade for this course will come from several tests. I'm referring to them as quizzes because we're going to have 6 or 7 depending on how this new time frame of only seeing them 3 days a week works out. So we may have to adjust how many quizzes we get through compared to previous years. So as far as grading policy, which is also true of advanced statistics, if a student doesn't perform as well as they would like on a test and has some misunderstandings that they need to go over, then they'll be given the opportunity to retake that test as long as they give an honest effort on the first attempt of the test. I don't want it to be used as a backup plan where they show up to the first test, don't try, just sign their name, and then just rely on the retake. And the rule is whatever score they get on the retake is the score they keep to try to motivate them to make sure that they're understanding better and working on it before they do the retake of the test. In advanced statistics, we're going to be focusing more on how can you tell what statistics are really useful and valuable, which ones are not so much, because in a world that has so much conflicting information, a lot of times it's difficult to tell which statistics really are meaningful and which ones are being manipulated or used to put forth some sort of agenda. So like I said, it'll be a similar testing policy, and this is getting them ready for college now that they're upperclassmen, because when they get to college, in both math and science, in my experience, the majority, if not all of your grade came from tests, and a lot of times not very many of them. A lot of times it was just a midterm and a final, or 2 midterms and a final exam. That was the entirety of your grade. We're not going quite that far. In statistics, we're looking at probably 4 or 5 tests, and in chemistry, 6 or 7 tests. There is tutoring that is going to be available through National Honor Society students. Beyond that, I'm also putting on file the name of a few tutors with the office that have worked with students successfully in the past at Riverdale. So if your student is in need of some extra additional help beyond what they can get during class or applied learning labs, then that would be a good way to go. And if you want them to get connected with an Honor Society student, please contact me directly, and I'll try to set that up as early as possible. And anytime you want to communicate with me, please just shoot me an email. I will try to get, especially on weekdays, I will try to get back to you within 24 hours, if not sooner. And I think we need a lot of communication during this time, because it's really hard as a teacher to tell which students are understanding things well and which students are not. When you're looking at little tiles on a screen and you can't get that kind of feedback that you would in a normal classroom. So we're all making adjustments, but I think we really need to over communicate rather than under, if possible. If we're doing too much and we can back off later, that's great. But if we start out too slowly on communication and people get behind and let it snowball, then I think that could be a real problem. So please feel free to reach out at any time. I hope we can all make the best of this situation, and that the students can still get a lot out of this type of learning. So I hope we all have a great year, and thank you very much. I'll talk to you soon.